was not a videotape Zoom, but it was a Teams meeting, and,
Okay.
even though I wasn't on camera I still wanted to,
Have a little professionalism.
yeah, because
Yeah.
you just feel better about yourself when you spice it up. But we won't go into details, but I'm a little bit disappointed, guys, because I did have a phone interview today, and it didn't go the way I wanted it to go, and that's all I'm gonna say about it. Um,
On to the next.
On to the next.
That's all you could do.
So how are you feeling the last
I'm
time we
actually
checked in?
I'm actually doing pretty good. Doing pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Investing more time and energy into my insurance stuff.
Alright. Do do you wanna tell
Recruiting more
people how to
people.
get a hold of you for insurance?
Oh, most definitely, most definitely. I specialize though in mortgage protection, because I come from the world of mortgage. And I feel like it's something that a lot of people miss, in regards to getting insurance. People, of course, I do life, but I feel like with mortgage protection, it would have saved my family as far as my
What
mom.
is mortgage protection? You know I
Okay.
have it, but what is it?
Okay. So you have MI, which is not
Okay.
mortgage protection. MI protects the lender.
Lender. Okay.
Okay. Mortgage protection protects you in regards to if you pass away. It either most of the people that I'm speaking to actually want it to cover anywhere between 6 months to a year after they pass. So that way your family isn't in the process of what are we gonna do? We have this home. There are ones that can pay the whole mortgage off for you, but it's expensive. No one's gonna be able to afford an additional $300 to $400 each month on top of their mortgage realistically, consistently. You know what I'm saying? And the other great thing about mortgage protection, you can tap in it if you get ill. While other insurances, you don't have that option. You know what I'm saying? Where you would still have the policy. So if you become ill, disabled, that you're not able to work, you can still tap in and get payments coming to you monthly, which
Payments
is
for your mortgage or payments on
to
top of
you,
both?
payments that would come to you.
Okay.
And of course you're gonna use it for your mortgage, that's fine and dandy. But yeah, it will allow you to at least recover. Because most of the time you have to realize that when someone passes, a lot of times they don't plan on keeping that home. A lot of times, because it's in the future. So by that time your kids have already gotten a home or nieces or nephew, whoever you planned on, leaving the house to, you know.
Mhm.
But it allows you to for either one, refinance the house in your name, or two, sell it. But if you're having to make a mortgage payment along with your mortgage payment, something's going to fall. You're not going
So
to be.
so if I die tomorrow,
Mhm.
wouldn't my home go into, like, it's to my kids, right? But
Mhm.
wouldn't it go into some, like, suspended moment until they take over it?
No, that's not how it works.
Really? So I can die tomorrow, and while my kids are trying to figure out what to do with my body,
Go to foreclosure.
go into foreclosure. That sucks.
Yeah, go into foreclosure. A lot of people, of course, lose wealth in their family because a home to most people is the most expensive thing that they own.
Yeah.
Most people, you know, we're not talking about people who buy $250,000 cars and all that kind of crap. Those are small percentage. For most people, it's their home, no matter where they live. They live in Mississippi, wherever the case may be. Their home is their biggest asset. And with that being the case, and then when someone passes, you don't have the windspath to think about, oh, what
The
about the
what?
house? The windspath, like the mindset.
Okay. Wind span.
Mhm. To think about that,
Okay.
you wanna be like
We learned a new word today. Wind path means
you wanna you're like, "Okay, let me bury them," all that kinda stuff, so it's a great factor because I know when my dad passed, um, the house was still in my mom's name, you know what I'm saying, but her income was lost,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying, because my mom wasn't working, within 6 to 8 months, she most definitely got a job, you know? And but the fact is that sh instead of paying towards a mortgage, she refinanced. So that kinda put her in a hole, you know what I'm saying? So, because a lot of times that's what people do. They'll, refinance, to try to get themselves some money to cover payments. But when you realize that you're using those that you refinance and you're using those payments towards your mortgage, then you're deeper in the hole because you don't have any income coming in, you know?
Right, right.
So
It's
that's
always a
how that
catch-22.
always in
So,
life, in life. So that's how that goes.
it's very interesting. So why would someone co how would someone reach out to you? Here on
Um,
Substack? To send you a direct message?
absolutely. Absolutely. And I would be
And are you
more than
specialized only in California, or is it
no, I am
nationwide?
specialized in California, Texas, Virginia, and Ohio, with Florida next, and I wanna do Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania seems to be, you would not realize it, but Pennsylvania has a lot of people who think beyond the scope of right now. A lot of good mindset in regards to realizing they need to protect their family,
Mhm.
making sure that they have insurance, even if they're older, you know what I'm saying? They get to the point that they realize it. While a lot of people are like, "Let my family figure it out,"
Yeah, I get that.
you know, because we can't afford it. So it's sad, but it's true. Sad but true, 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 true. So how's the weather? Oh,
It's
how's the weather there?
cold.
Yeah.
It's cold in Florida. Um,
Do you have the iguanas that fall off the trees by your
yes,
house?
yes,
Okay. I've been seeing that on the news.
yes, and this is gonna sound bad 'cause, I lived in California, so in California, people had iguanas as pets, but out here, they're like an
A
invasive
nuisance?
species.
Yeah.
It's like a rat,
Uh-huh.
and they eat through
In the
your roof.
trees, right, exactly,
Yeah, they
exactly.
eat through your roof, they, they eat up your garden, they're just everywhere, and then when you walk out and they carry salmonella, and so when you walk out with your dogs and stuff like that, they're sitting there sunbathing, and all of a sudden, you just start seeing the grass moving, and you're just like, "Ugh,"
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
they're like this. So,
I
to
know, I saw
me, it's
this
like a
guy,
rat.
he literally picked up 42 of them. I was like, "Why would you do that?
I'm not gonna touch them.
Why would you do that?"
Yeah.
From the biggest, I mean, like, the wind like, literally to, like, the smallest, and I was like but the biggest ones look like little dinosaurs.
Yeah, they are. They are, and I live across the street from a country club, and so they brought in hawks for the country club,
Oh, really?
and I
Just for
think it's
that
because of that,
for
because
that
they
purpose.
only circle around the golf course, and the golf course, because of the grassy knolls and the fact that there's no one over there, so there's not a lot of foot traffic and
Mhm.
cars and lots of, trees, it's a perfect ground for them. So, just recently, because they haven't really opened up the country club yet, in the last 2 months, I just started seeing, like, hawks, like, just circling
Oh, really?
around. It's beautiful.
I'm sure.
I haven't seen them catch anything yet.
That's on the down low, that's not for you anyway.
Yeah, I haven't sat and watched that, and I've seen them go over my house. So,
Mhm,
they're going a little bit out of their territory, but not much. They're kind of right they hover right in
mhm.
that area, and they go up like it looks like a tornado, the way that they swirl around.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, I've seen that
'Cause
before.
yeah, they kinda,
Yeah.
like, expand out as they go higher up. It's beautiful. It really is, and they also have, and I think this is all for the country club aesthetics,
Mhm.
um, different versions of, like, ducks and geese and birds, um, that are exotic, like peacocks. So it's kinda
So
like
when time was good, did you belong to the country club?
no, it's always been a golf course.
Oh, okay.
and I don't golf.
Okay.
So now they're redoing it to become a country club.
Cub. Oh, okay.
So about 4 to maybe 6 blocks up, they're building restaurants and the actual clubhouse,
Mm. Mhm.
and it'll have food and drinks and stuff
That's
like
gonna
that.
really help with your home value.
I know, I know. So when you get down to this area, it's all lakes and,
Mhm.
fish and ducks and stuff like that. But
Well,
the
Rochelle, I'm gonna have to cut it short. I gotta go, and we'll meet up
okay.
later on this evening.
Yes, ma'am. Bye.
Alrighty. Bye.